When we did the previous two, and Art and 2 and Art and 3, on 2 I hit a wrong key and turned this video off completely. So that was about a couple seconds. So that's no good. And the previous one was also too short. So just so you know, and this one we will make it a little longer. So where we were before, we left off about here, and again you see the great amount of rocks in this scene as well. But you have other things as well. Notice how good a perspective it is with the clouds, the mountains, the water in between, and then the rocks. The way these are done, it gives a very, very good perspective, for example. Now, this is another one with no title, but again, you'll notice how all of the things are put together very carefully. Notice that? You have the foreground plants, then you have the shaping of the shore and then the lake, but look at all the trees in the background and then the mountains. Now, it takes a great deal of work to do all that in such detail. In fact, here's another one very similar. Again, you're dealing with all of the vegetation, plus the water, plus the mountains and clouds. So you see, all of this is very interesting. Now, this one is particularly nice because this is a road. And Anne has a particular story to tell, my partner, about this road and where she went and where she found it. And I may have her speak to you about that sometime. But just to show you that is particularly meaningful to her because of that particular location. Again, look at all the vegetation in this one. And what do you notice there also? Vegetation, a lot of trees, and of course, mountains. She enjoys mountains, as you can see. Now, her particular interest in rocks is very clear in this one. And also mountains. The way these are done is there are similarities between them, but there are also great differences between them. Now, this one is particularly interesting because of the size of the tree. Look at this one, for example. Foreground, giant tree, background, some rocks, again, water, and mountains. So you see what some of the favorite things for her to draw are. Now, this is a lake in northern Vermont where actually her father used to have a boat tied up right there. So that's one of her memories from childhood, no doubt. Look at how well done that is. What a nice piece of work. What a nice piece of work. Again, similar to that one, large tree, rocks, water, mountain. Now you are catching on as we see these to those things she's particularly interested in. Now these, I think, this one is particularly good. The artwork in here is superb. And then in this particular one, it's quite interesting because This is a quote from John Muir in 1901. Climb the mountains and get their good tidings. Nature's peace will flow into you as the sunshine flows into trees. The winds will blow their own freshness into you, and the storms their energy, while carrying will drop off like autumn leaves. While caring, our cares will drop off like autumn leaves. That's a quote from John Muir. And there is the same area that John Muir was when he went to these wonderful places. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and we will do more in a while.